so fast. I'm going past this car. Oh, this is awesome. Do you know what? Not that awesome. I'm out of breath now. I've got a stitch. So yeah, we're back with some mods, and apart from the odd one here or there, they're pretty much all placeables, which is fair enough indeed. Now, first up is Shed Vologne. This is by MA7 Studio, 9.68 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. 22 grand to place down, and obviously it's a shed. I mean, there is no options, it comes as it is. But this little junction box here, got your light switch in. Alright, so we'll spin it around, there you are. B, turn the lights on. Alright, fair enough. I like that. You know, different sort of building styles. You've got your concrete blocks on the bottom, then your metal on the top. Very nice. Right, next up is Old Shed. This is by A2OK, 6.07 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, on the sheds. And it's going to cost you 5 grand, so that's nice and cheap. Then you've got plenty of space to store stuff in, whatever direction you want to come in. I mean, you obviously have to watch out for the posts or whatever, but, you know, you can come in that side, or you can come in that side, no problem. And over here, you've got a little bit of a, I'm going to say, outside hayloft. I like that. That's all right. I mean, I do like the fact it's got like a dishevelled look to it. You know, it's got some patches, sort of. Well, what would you call that? Tacked over with a little bit of disused wood. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is Blue Silo. This is by Bauer Hapima, 3.57 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions. Yeah, because it's a factory. It's going to cost you 76,875 to buy, and you're going to be making pig food. Load your stuff in, take your stuff out of the pipe, and then in here, it's going to be your recipe. So you've got a few different things on the go. So you can make corn pig food, sugar beet pig food, and then wheat pig food. So you just come across and scroll all the way down. So the wheat pig food, you're going to need wheat, barley, canola, and sugar beet. For the sugar beet, you're going to need sugar beet, as you can imagine, corn, soybeans, and barley. And then for your corn, you're going to need corn, barley, soybeans, and sugar beet, which is not the... Oh, I see. It's the amount that goes into it. So 500 there. But, yeah, a little bit, well, 1/10 to be fair, going into that one. So, obviously, depending on how much of each stuff you've got, depends on which recipe you put in. No problem. I mean, an easier way of making pig food. Fair enough. Right, next up is Large Warehouse. This is by Didec96, 14.82 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu and under sheds. So, this is going to cost you 108 grand. Fair enough. So you come over here, you've got these doors that open up like that. There we are. I say these doors, they are tarpaulin. So they just sort of like disappear. Job done, out the way. So we'll come around here. We've got our light switch, so turn the lights on. I mean, obviously it is the middle of the day and it's quite light outside, but obviously at night it'll be a little bit better. Then over here, we've got this little section. We've got uninstalled plank wall. Then you can uninstall the tarpaulin. So if you wanted to leave that up, leave the wall up like that, you know, like let a little bit of air going through, a little bit of ventilation, and obviously you will need those open that side. Then again, that means we can't. Can we jump over? Come on! No, we can't jump over. So that means that you can't take the tarpaulin down. Well, no, the tarpaulin. You can't take the wooden boards down from the outside. Then, let's have a little look. Are we getting any option? No, it says install tarpaulin. There you are. Alright, you got to take the wood out from inside. No problem. Right, next up is Lizard Repair Ramp. This is by Mr. Hector, 8.05 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a construction menu and under tools. Now, it's going to cost you 15 grand. But obviously, it's a... I remember this when it came out on 22. It's an old school, rusty old ramp workshop thing. I thought it was brilliant on 22. I'm glad it's back as well. So obviously, you pull your vehicle up, your trailer, whatever you got on the go, just come over here, hit the spanner, fix it up. But the aesthetic of it all, I mean, the texturing on that just looks awesome. I mean, the rustiness of the metal. I mean, you got like jerry cans hanging around under there. I mean, you got, what's that, like a hose pipe, little petrol generator. Oh, can you move them? It's saying that we can... It's saying I can drop the object, but I haven't got hold of it. Can we move that one? No, it's saying pick up object, but alright, maybe not. But that, to be fair, that just looks awesome in the whole thing. If you're going for that sort of out of the, old school, out in the sticks sort of thing, vibe, this will fit in nicely. Right, next up is Silage Silo. This is by MA7 Studio, 19.42 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under buildings and silos. So it's only going to cost you £9, which is nice and cheap. So obviously once you come in, you dump your chaff in, you compact it, whatever, put a blanket over it, jobs are good. But that being said, I mean, the look of that concrete, where it's all cracking, it's falling apart a little bit, looks like it's had a bit of a repair done there. That looks awesome. I mean, you've got like the blankets that would go over your silage. They look ace. I mean, that whole thing, just this here. That little bit where it looks like, maybe somebody's driven into it on the end. That sort of thing. And it's had to have a repair. That just looks ace. Right, next up is Farmlander Shed. This is by Schultz Modding, 4.42 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a construction menu and under sheds. Now, we've got two versions here. So first up, we've got this one we've got out in front of us, which has got a green door and roof for 25 grand. You can also have a grey door and roof. Entirely up to you. Now, what both of them do have is the ability to change colour. So if you press right stick in, if you're on Xbox like me, you can pick, if you've got the unlimited colour mod on, any colour you like. I'll go for a pink Farmlander Shed, why not? And to be fair, this is ace. I mean, I like these sheds that have got like the frame on the outside. You can just come and open the door, no problem. It's going to slide out like that. Obviously, stops it for you placing anything in that vicinity, so the door's not going to crash into it. So it gives you a little bit of a guide. That's all right. We open that one like that. We have got this little side door. Does that open? Inwards. All right, I've locked myself in, mind you, but it's a big opening there anyway, so it's not really that much of a problem. We've got a little bit of a light switch over here. Turn the lights on. Yeah, I like it. I mean, that being said, though, the old slope on that roof, can we get up there? No, I can't jump up. I think I got up there last time on 22 with a tractor, but I can't climb up there. I can't parkour up it anyway. That being said, that's a great shed. Right, next up is the Horman Hall 18x9. This is by Philip Playart 54, 1.02 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. Now, it's going to cost you 80 grand. But obviously, it's one of those buildings that, if you want to go old school, realistic, dumping your stuff on the ground sort of thing, they've got these bunker silos. They're not actually full-ball chaff-making, silage-making bunker silos. It's just somewhere for you to store your stuff, so it's separated by the concrete blocks. So you could have, like, your wheat in there, your barley, your corn, your potatoes if you was doing them. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is Heavy Duty Shelf Pack. This is by Derf Marshall Modding, 3.57 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in the construction menu and under decorations and others. So if you ever fancied getting yourself a little bit of a shelf, a bit of a racking unit, well, we've got 4 options here. So the first one is going to be the 4-bay one at the back. It's going to cost you 15 grand. We then got the middle one, well, I'd say large middle, depending on how you want to call it. The 3-bay one, 12.5 grand. The small middle, it's going to be 10 grand. I don't even know if that's the way you call it. That's for the 2-bay one. Or for your single-bay shelving unit, 7.5 grand. Obviously, they are just static decorations, but you can put stuff on. So you like front-loaded tools, bags of stuff, pallets, that sort of thing. Yeah, put these inside your building. Job's a good one. So next up is Old Rusty Shed. This is by Washtastic and KOT3K, 9.27 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under sheds. So 14.5 grand to buy, and as the name gives it away, it's big. Well, I say it's big. It's rusty. It's old and rusty. Not a problem on that one. I mean, that texturing looks ace. Oh, I do like it. Got a bit of junk at the back. So obviously, getting in with the old ambiance, somebody's shed. You're going to store a load of stuff at the back. Stuff that you're never going to use for, like in a million years, and you just need it once. It's like that bolt you've got in your drawer in your desk sort of thing. Ah, I like it. I mean, there is some lights there. I'm seeming to find a light switch, mind you. Oh, we are. Here we are. Right, turn it on. Spin it around. Pressing B, switch up. There we are. A bit of a delayed reaction on those coming on. Fair enough. That being said, though, you know, some of these old school, you know, fluorescent strip lights, they take a little bit of time to warm up. So that's great. Oh, very nice. And sticking with the shed theme of today, we've got this, the metal shed. This is by Camillos 0397, 8.92 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, it's going to be under sheds. So 13 grand to buy, open-sided on one end, open-sided at the front, no problem. Again, texturing's ace. I do like that. I mean, like the rusty bits on the metal and the blockwork at the bottom, like a crushed concrete floor as well. That is looking good, I must admit. Obviously, easy access. You know, you've got your entrance going in the front, entrance going in the side. Yeah, very nice. I mean, it's like, look in the corner there. If you've got a CCTV camera, you know, obviously overlooking your stuff. Ah, that is ace. Well, next up is Chicken Coop 31 by 12. This is by Pycel, 17.83 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under chickens. Now, it's going to cost you 40 grand, but it's going to hold 700 chickens, which is ace. I mean, I know, you know, some buildings we've had before on 22 were like way bigger, but so far, that's looking good. I mean, you've got your food input in there. Can we open this door? Let's have a little look. Yes, we can. Open a little side door. Because inside is going to be your egg pallet spawn point. Then you've got the option to open that door. And obviously you'd see your chickens running around if you hadn't put in. And you have got this big double door there to open up like that. Makes it getting the pallets out a little more easier. And come down this side. And then at the end, we have got our animal dialogue box. So come in there like that. 700 chickens. You know, go for it. Oh, why not? I mean, is that the biggest one we've got in the game so far? If so, that's a great addition. Right, next up is this. No, it's not a field. The next one is Ground Textures. This is by Aguacadabra, 5.44 megabyte on the download. And they're going to be easier to see on the darker soil of the field. That's what we've come across here. So, in the construction menu and under decorations and others, we've got a few here. So, first up, you've got the collection. So, we get it out like that. There we are. So, first one is going to be... Right, you have got the option to customize it. So, we'll press right stick in. So we've got asphalt potholes. We then got dirt patches, grass patches 1, grass patches 2, dirt pebbles 1, dirt pebbles 2, grunge. Is it grunge? Oh, it's supposed to be gunge, but alright. Grunge 1, grunge 2, parking line, manhole, manhole 2, manhole small 1, manhole small 2, 3, 4, plenty of manholes. You then got tire tracks mud straight. Tire tracks mud straight too. I tell you what, right, there is one thing with this. It does say that it forms to the road. So if you see it like that, you know, on some of them it looks like obviously it's going into the rows, into the divots of it. All right, fair enough. You've got tire tracks mud driveway 2, tire tracks driveway again, and then back to asphalt pothole. So this is what I mean about it molding to the ground. So we're in the field, obviously. Yeah, you've got little bits higher than others, and it's going to give that sort of look. But once you place it down, it should do. Just go, why did that not place down? Interesting. Customize. No, I don't want to customize it. Place it down. Oh, it doesn't go over a field. That's interesting. So what if we put it over here? Place that down there. Oh, it's worked on there. No problem. It doesn't like being placed on the field, though. Okay, fair enough. There we are. So we've got our asphalt broken up one there. No problem. Now, there's also some other ones, especially around your yard as well. So we've got these. So we've got the oil slicks. We've got oil slick 1, 2, and then 3. Then we've also got ground stains 1, 2, and 3. And then some other 4, well, number 4, ground stain 5, and then ground stain 6. Now, obviously, you've got small, medium, and large on all of them. So you just go for whichever one you want. You want to customize it, it'll come out in the first one. So we've got the medium, it comes out on that one, then a large, and then an XL, and obviously XXL if it's got that version, or the back to the small one. I mean, that's ridiculous. I like that. I mean, that's just huge. Well, what has stained the ground this big? I never know. I mean, it's like your fuel tanks burst at that point, but all right, fair enough. I mean, it all adds to the old immersiveness of your farmyard, so they're ace. Right, next up is Workshop Shed. This is by Player 54, 1.12 megabyte in the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under tools. 25 grand is what it's going to cost you to place this shed. I like this. I like the style of it. Obviously, it is a workshop trigger for you. So bring your vehicle in by the hatch marking area, hit the spanner, jobs are good. But it's just got that little, the vibe of it all. You know, just a little bit of a workshop shed in some industrial area, you know, little one-man band, that sort of thing. You know, come down, get your mechanic to help you out a little bit, rather than like a big main dealer is going to charge you a fortune. You know, you come down to somewhere like this, get a bit of a discount. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is Water Pump Station. This is by Holland HB Modding and Farmer MV. 6.17 megabyte in the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under containers. 3 grand is all it's going to cost you, and you're going to be able to get water. Yeah, just pull your vehicle and your trailer by the side of it, fill her up. Obviously like a water pumping station scenario on the go there. I mean, can we go in this gate actually? Let's have a little look. No, we can't go in there. Can we jump over? I mean, there's barbed wiring on the top, so yeah, you don't want to get yourself caught up on that. But all right, fair enough. Come and get your water. Right, next up is Automatic Grain Sampler. This is by B3N, 3.76 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu and under decorations and others. Now, what this really is, in real life, you would have this at the side of like your sell point, your weighing in station. You would take a little bit of a sample of your grain in the back, see how good it is, see how much of a price they're going to give you for it. But obviously in the game it's just for aesthetics. But that being said, you know, if you own like a sell point or whatever, you know, you want to go down for the more realistic look of it all, yeah, bang one of these down. Right, next up is Coulter Rail and Bar. This is by Polly Paul, 2.43 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him under miscellaneous. Now, this is a strange one, because on the actual menu it says there, a weight helps to keep tractor's wheels on the ground and improves its balance. It only weighs 10 kilo. I'm not sure how much of a help that's going to be, but you can put it on a 3-point, no problem at all. So you have the option of Coulter Rail and the Bar. You then got the option to change the main colour to anything you like if you've got the unlimited colour mod switched on. I mean, the strange thing is, it's saying it's 200 to buy with £100 optional extra of a bar or the Coulter Rail, which is the same on all of them. So it's £300. But, all right, just saying. I mean, I tried to, I did try. I got it hooked up to the front of my tractor and to use on like a trailer hitch, something like that. But no. Just seems to be like a decorative weight. All right, fair enough. All right, next up is the Strautmann Tera-Vitesse CFS 4601DO. Man, that's a long name, I must admit. This is by Green Star 3876 and GEF25, 6.22 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under Forage wagons. Now, it's got a 45,000 litre capacity, requires 190 horsepower from your tractor, and it's going to run at 12 mile an hour working speed. 110.5 grand to buy. You do have the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg. And then under the anything other than Trelleborg, there is a couple of different options on the tyres. I mean, those wide ones, they look nice and chunky. Then got the option of silage additive tank, yes or no, put that on the front. Yeah, all right, fair enough, no problem. I mean, 45,000 litre capacity. It's all right, that is. Right, now last mod for the day is these two. Now, this is Speed of Light. This is by Yoss, 0.44 megabyte on the download. And it's a pair of torches for you. But they do give you a little bit of a special ability. I'm not quite saying the name is a bit of a descriptive error, but it does sort of get quite close to it anyway. So we've got the flashlight times 10 and then the flashlight times 100. Now what these allow you to do is once you've got them out, once you've got them equipped, you can then run at said speed. So obviously, you know, normal running, no problem. That's sort of like this speed. You know, cars are going to come past, you know, leave you standing, no problem. Then if you go and get the yellow one out and do the same running with it, you're going to run at 10 times what you normally would do. I'm catching that car up, no problem. Now I will say this, once you get going, yeah, it does take a while to slow down, mind you, but all right, just bear that in mind. And then if you get the red one out, it goes a lot faster. Oh, here we go. We're just like legging it like Usain Bolt down the 100-meter track. And then, you know, just, well, oh, we soon caught that car up. No problem. I mean, to be fair, quite agile. You can soon... Whoa! Yeah, I do find I've been having that quite often with with this mod. You sort of like go that fast, you go through buildings, but alright, fair enough. I mean, obviously just make sure you can actually get out of where you've gone in, mind you. No, and now we're stuck. So let's just tab back to a vehicle then. That is, I'd say be a little bit careful that you don't glitch through the side of a building, but you know, and give yourself enough room to slow down. But if you want to get around the map, walk in. This could be the one for you.